Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, Square Enix has announced the official release date of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Looks like the game is going to be available worldwide. That is right. This is an unprecedented Square Enix mobile release. They are releasing worldwide. That is the global, the Japanese versions both at once. That's right, they don't usually do this. They're both releasing at the same time, September 7th, 2023. That is a little less than a month away, so we can be excited for that. It releases on iOS and Android. You can pre-register now. I will leave a link in the description below. You can also like and retweet this tweet on their main Twitter at Final Fantasy VII _EC_EN for a chance to win some gift cards, it looks like. They also released the results of their closed beta test survey. Let's see if I can get where it was the link to that. So I want to go over that now. I think that is this right here. And in the background, we have a little bit of the Final Fantasy VII EC OST going on. This is a little video I uploaded on my secondary channel. Let's pause that, and let's take a look at the results of these beta tests. So, responses regarding closed beta test player feedback. Please select a rating that represents your overall satisfaction with the test game. It looks like 40% rated at a 5-star, 47% rated at a 4-star. Thank you for the people that did not pointlessly give it 5 stars. There's always room for improvement. But that's pretty good. It looks like it's pretty favorable overall, with very limited, very limited amount of low ratings. Would you like to play this game when the full version is released? Please choose an answer that applies to you. It looks like 78% definitely want to play, and that is to be expected. Overall comments from the players: impressive graphics for a mobile game. It's pretty, it's their standard. Able to fully feel the Final Fantasy VII-like world atmosphere. That's fairly true. They omitted some things, but hopefully the story will flesh out a little better on the actual release. Favorable that players can enjoy the Final Fantasy VII series stories. True. Great music. Absolutely. The music was the best part for me because it is I believe it's a reorchestrated mix of these songs. So they're really good. Small buttons and text result in poor user experience navigation menus. It is what it is, but that's because it's mobile. They really need a PC client. A PC client would make this feel better. That way people can log in and play on a full-size device when they're at home. Not enough enhancement materials and stamina makes it hard to enjoy gameplay. That was true. But it looks like they addressed that coming up. Nearly 90% of those who responded to our survey gave us a rating of 5-star, 4-star for overall. And most definitely want to play. We would like to mention the following feedback that we received. The menu is not easy to use, not enough enhancement materials. First, we will improve the lack of enhancement materials and stamina by removing the limit of number of stamina tonics that can be used, so that players can enjoy the game more easily. The type and amount of materials required for various types of growth will also be adjusted based on the feedback. So that's good. It did cost way too much stamina, and we could not use enough stamina pots for how much they gave us. Hopefully this change does not mean they're going to nerf the amount of stamina pots they give us overall. But we'll see. Stamina is the biggest killer in a game, and I think that these mobile games are the biggest culprit of this, with very few, like Genshin, having a PC and mobile client. But the resin, stamina, whatever system you want to call it, always sucks, and it's a really It's a deterrence when you want to play this game and you can't because you don't have stamina to enjoy it. So hopefully they do have some content that doesn't require stamina that you can farm more reliably and enjoy the game without needing stamina. Regarding a lack of playable content, the story in particular was not so extensive. That's true. The story was really short in the closed beta test. There's going to be a lot more story in the main release. And hopefully it's not drip fed us as well. Hopefully there's like a lot of story, and then they have something lined up for the future as well. Um, we'll continue to refine the game, yada yada. All right, let's move on. Were you able to enjoy the entire story? Please choose an answer that applies to you. It seemed like, yeah, for what the amount of story that was in the closed beta test, everyone was able to enjoy that, and the people that put somewhat enjoyed were probably in the mindset that it's not all here for me to enjoy. Did you enjoy the dungeon exploration parts of the story where your player walks around the field and collects items? Looks like most people enjoyed that. Very limited not enjoying that. I will admit it is kind of, I fall in between the enjoyed and somewhat enjoyed. Like, I think it's okay once, but then like it's not something that I want to do like repeatedly, and have to always grab the same chests. Like, that's kind of weird. So content that you've already beaten, if you have to re-enjoy it, I hope you can skip it or redo it, not re-enjoy it. I don't enjoy having to redo content for no reason other than a pointless reward. So hopefully you can skip content that has to be done repeatedly. Overall comments from the players: story is easy to follow, stylized low poly model, very high quality. That's kind of oxymoron, isn't it? The new original story, first soldier, is enjoyable. The new story and characters were nice. The balance of nostalgia and novelty is great. That's true. I mean, that's always true about every Final Fantasy gacha. Um, Comments from the developers: we received favorable comments on the graphics, high level, consistent quality. Particularly, the cutscenes, feature stylized low poly models were highly rated. After the release of the game, we aim to release a new chapter of the story on a regular basis. Okay, that's cool. So they have story lined up to be added on a regular basis, and hopefully the initial story is much longer than what we had in the beta test as well. In addition, the new original first soldier story, highly praised in response to better expected response to our closed beta test. In all honesty, I think this announcement of the release is enough. Like, they were supposed to do another closed beta test before even announcing the release, but they've already announced the release. So it seems that like the game was got very favorable reviews and has a lot of excitement so they're releasing it instead of doing another closed beta test. That's absolutely crazy. But in addition, because of the praise of the first soldier story, they're giving out a free 5-star weapon for Glenn, which is one of the main protagonists of the first soldier story. So that is cool. Free 5-star. Can't go wrong with that. Response regarding battle. Were you able to enjoy the battle? 70% enjoyed, 26% somewhat enjoyed. The battles are pretty good. The battles are not bad. It has an autoplay for stuff that you do have to do repeatedly, or the kind of the monotonous fights. But you can also turn that off, and obviously it's more efficient to play manually. So you can play on auto or manual, depending on if you like autoplay or you prefer to play manual to play at a higher efficiency. But some of those fights that are just kind of monotonous and boring, you can just auto through. The battle speed is pretty good. The animations all looked really good, and the music is really good. So I think the battles are good. They're fair. Let's see. The comments from the developers are just basically saying they try to do a mix between the ATB a system. It's basically like a mix between ATB and Final Fantasy X to a degree. It just yeah, it's just ATB with the Final Fantasy X UI where they like show the speed and the turn order on the side. Planned adjustment, content difficulty adjustments, reassessing recommended battle power, extending time limit. Yeah, people had a problem with the time limit, so they're considering extending the time limits for battles, fixing some of the recommended battle powers, which were, kind of off. Um, some of them were too high, some of them were too low. Removing the time period limit to participate in co-op. Co-op was timed for the closed beta test, but it will be open to all day, it seems, in the actual game, which is good. And they're going to do some battle UI adjustments as well. I'm not sure what that is or the glitches in co-op they mention are. But, hopefully they have that ironed out in the next month. If not, I'm sure they'll fix it soon after launch. Final comments. The development team is very grateful to everyone that signed up and played the closed beta test, and especially to those who put in more playtime than expected. Yeah, I put in way more playtime than I think that I needed to. Thank you very much for your participation. We are also extremely thankful for the many bug reports in the survey responses. With your help, we're now able to resolve the issues. Yada yada. The feedback we share here is only a portion. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they got plenty of feedback. I gave plenty of feedback. About some UI issues, about some of the content issues that I found. But yeah, overall, I am excited for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Again, the game is launching officially September 7th, 2023. Make sure to go comment Google Play Games beta PC client or bust or something similar on their thing. Now, you don't have to do that. I just really want a PC client. Because if this game doesn't work on emulators, it's going to make it difficult for me to stream it, which I will be streaming this game. I will attempt to return full-time streaming. It looks like September 6th or 7th. So make sure to follow my Twitch. There is a link in the description, twitch.tv/Mr. Skibbs with a Z. Follow my Twitter as well for updates, the usual. And please, since I always forget to ask this, please like, subscribe, comment on my YouTube video, especially subscribe. I don't care if you don't watch all my videos or any of my videos. You could just be a data point at the, in the list. But hey, every subscription matters. If I get to 500, I can monetize the channel, and that would mean a lot to me. Anything beyond that is just bonus. So thanks for watching. Please, again, like, subscribe, comment, follow my Twitch, and I will see you in Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis.